Hey, welcome to Movie Pitch. So I have an idea for a movie about a crazed method actor. Now I've had this idea in my head for a long time, like a few years. Of course, I just started this series, so there's no way for you to actually know that. Anyways, the reason I mentioned that I've had this idea in my head for quite a long time is because somebody I really like a lot is doing a movie about a crazed method actor as well, and I believe it's coming out pretty soon. It's by a man named Jason Mewes, otherwise known as Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. So it was kind of disappointing, knowing that he was going to do a movie like the one that I'm about to pitch to you right now. So, oh well, you know. I hope it's good. I hope whatever he does is good. I also hope that whatever I pitched you right now isn't similar because it hasn't come out yet. I digress. So, my idea for the crazed method actor movie starts out with two film students who want to document, they want to do a documentary of some sort, right? And so they come across this YouTube star who does a bunch of amazing acting, out these single scenes from movies and television and plays and just et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This guy is really, really great, and he totally embodies whatever character that he's portraying. So this guy, this actor, this YouTube star, he lands a role, the lead role, as a serial killer in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I figure Paul Thomas Anderson, he's one of the greatest character study directors of all time, and he has yet to do a serial killer movie, so that would be kind of cool. That's something I would want to see, right? That's not a pitch for him, that's just something that, revolves around this. So the students, the two film students, they get in touch with this YouTube star and they ask to document him. Just give him an interview, just find out what is his preparation style and what is he expecting, just the whole thing, just get it, maybe they could even sell this as a behind the scenes sort of featurette, So this film actor lives deep in Bouquet Canyon, and for those of you who don't know what Bouquet Canyon is, it's, God, how do I explain this? It's kind of like the back roads from where I live going south to LA. And it's it's a really creepy, really, really creepy place. It looks like it's not supposed to be in California, and it's we're the sunniest part of California ever. And this place always manages to be dark and shadowy and creepy. It's kind of you're going down this road and you feel like Snow White, when she took that wrong turn in the woods. That's what this feels like. So that's where this actor lives. So the two students, they go and they're interviewing him and stuff, and they notice that this guy is he's no personality. He's just a blank slate, right? And so one of the interviewer, he's making mention of this. He's that you don't really, no offense, you don't really seem to have a lot of, I don't know, gravitas as of right now. You don't really have to, you don't have that crazy, outgoing, prototypical actor mentality, that personality that they usually have. And he says, any great artist, or any artist at all, they start out with a blank canvas. And that is how art begins. They start filling that blank canvas with all these different colors and all these different designs, and that's how you make a character. He goes, I'm a vessel for other characters. I am literally just a blank slate. I am a blank canvas, and I fill my canvas so that I can create art with my body. So the actor, you would never know it, but I guess he tends to like these guys, and so he asks them if they would be willing to stay and watch him and document his preparation. He's going to start becoming this character. He's going to start becoming this serial killer, this type of Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer type character, right? And so for the first day, the students agree. And so for the first day, the first full 24 hours, this guy doesn't eat or sleep. Maybe he's sleeping. We don't know. All we know that he's doing is he's sitting in a room and he's just meditating. and the students are like watching him, and they're just like getting like, they're interested but they're bored at the same time. They're like making each other like laugh, and they're just like, you know, trying to entertain themselves while this guy's meditating for hours and hours and hours. So eventually the boys fall asleep, and the next morning they start seeing dead animals in the house, and there's just dead animals everywhere, and they see the walls are covered with blood, and then like there's like chandeliers of bones, and they're just like, all this stuff happened in the middle of the night, and they're looking for the guy, they're looking for the actor, and they can't find him anywhere. Then they start hearing like whimpering in the house, and so they go up the stairs and they go through the door where the whimpering is coming from, and then they see the actor disemboweling this woman, and they just fucking lose it, and they like book it out of the house, and they go to their car, and their car won't work, it's disabled somehow, and they go through the woods, and they're running through the woods, and they get trapped because this guy set traps out in the woods, and he takes them and he brings them back to the house, and they have like this Texas Chainsaw Massacre dinner scene where like he's making them like eat parts of the woman, and he's just saying all this like fucking crazy shit, and they're not even documenting it at this point. Like, they don't even know where the fucking camera is. They lost everything. They're losing their mind. They just don't know what to do. They're just trying to get the hell out of there. And they're trying to convince the guy to let them leave. So I don't know. I have a pretty good idea of what I want to happen at the end. One of the boys has to die, and then the other one, I don't know if he's going to escape somehow or the guy's going to let him go. I don't know. He's probably going to have to escape. I don't think this guy would want to let him go. So anyway, the kid escapes, and he's like, he goes to the police, and he's doing all this shit, and they like, the police and all these people like investigate like the guy's house, and everything is clean. There's no evidence. There's no nothing, right? And so the movie comes out months and months and months and months later, and it's getting like, you know, a lot of buzz. And then this student, this kid, he goes to the press, and he starts telling them this crazy story, but it starts building up. It makes like this movie even more enticing, like more people want to see it because this kid is talking about it in the news and talking about this insane fucking actor who actually like killed people, and he turned fucking insane. And long story short, like the actor actually ends up winning like the Academy Award for Best Actor, and the kid just, he like, I don't know if he goes insane or like, I don't know what he's going to do, but that's really generally the idea of what this movie is going to be. I figure it'd be like Blair Witch Project meets The Interview, like with Seth Rogen and James Franco. Oh, by the way, I kind of figure this actor, the guy who plays the crazy method actor, would be a James Franco type, and then the two students would be just like unknown actors. You know, I feel like that would give it a little bit more, it would make the horror go a little bit better. I think it would be a little bit more realistic. Also, you could do a lot of handheld camera, like first person, you know, they do a lot of that shit. So like really this movie would be, it could be made for like really, really cheap. Maybe at the end it gets a little bit pricey, but not like pretty much it would be a real low budget movie. Yeah, but that is my crazy method actor movie called Method. What else would it be called? So that's it. Hope you liked it.